Hello, everybody. My name is Iban Ethos, and welcome once again to Gaming with Spirit, which might be the only thing I'm gaming with today, as apparently I must have angered something, possibly myself, and I'm now currently involved in a battle of wills against a deadly virus. And by deadly, I mean the flu. Thankfully, I have acquired nothing more terrible than that. But nevertheless, it's something that I'm kind of working through. So, uh, tomorrow. Tomorrow I might be doing a special stream to celebrate a special person. I'm hoping it goes well. If so, you guys will see me playing a completely different game from what I've been playing, Moat Dancer, Nightingale, and such. It will probably be a game kind of like Lethal Company or Risk Rain 2, where I'll only play it if, there's a request to do so. Or I have some friends who want to. Now, give me a minute. All right. So, there's some new rumors from Wilhelm Mania. We're gonna go do those first. I also would like to thank a fellow player of this game, as they popped up onto my stream a couple days ago and were talking about the build of my house. And I want to do more with this house, plant-wise, some additional decorations and things, make it look a little bit more lived in. They gave me some great ideas and inspiration for things I could do. And I think I probably will be doing more with it in the future. Right now, I'm kind of focusing on just kind of filling out the rest of my progression tree, as I have quite a few more things to go through. I also should put away some of this stuff. I don't know why I have all this stuff in my inventory. Focal gems, cut gems, ink. Excuse me. Ink can go in here. Beautiful. Purple is such the coolest thing to see, you know. And I'll put all of these in here. Oh, right. I wanted to experiment more with that. So, I discovered before that you can indeed use higher tier components for certain things. And so I was looking to see if something like durable cloth would be usable instead of cloth. So I was going to create a titanium crown cloth, but I need a lining. A lining requires cloth. So we're going to titanium crown real fast, create a lining, and then create a durable cloth. Should all go as I would hope, this will give me access to further refined things. I mean, look at that. 4.5 stamina regeneration and that health regeneration. Ooh. So let's see if we're lucky. So before, a cloth was great for this, right? Winter Childs. So yeah, see, there it is. So we can indeed improve the value Why does that only have 30 health regeneration? I guess if it was full, I guess because it's counting it as 0, right? Yeah. So if I can make more durable cloth, I can even further enhance all of my clothing, pushing it even further into the ridiculous space. So it is something that we will. Sorry. Again, not feeling great. Something else that we'll be looking into in the future. Um, Creating more and more durable cloth. We do have some plants outside we could harvest, but for now, we're gonna head over to Wilhelmina and figure out what new crazy suggestions she has for us. That didn't seem right, did it, folks? I'm not losing my... Am I poisoned? Why am I poisoned? So if I eat the steak, I get poisoned? What? 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 Why? Apparently, I'm just gonna keep being poisoned. I'm not a super big fan of that. Oh, don't even bother coming over here, doggos. You come over here and I'll just stab you like I'll just have to look at you and you'll die. Well, hi, Beatrice. Let's get blinded for a brief moment while the light shifts. Ugh. All right. Always a pleasure. Now, I'm sure you're here for my exceptional services, but I have a proposal for you if you're interested in doing a bit of digging for me. You've added a bard to your entourage? I think you'll find them either quite comfortable with or without our approval. Fair enough. But I must admit it's most delicious turn to have a fae lingering about, or something close enough. They've brought in more than a few prying eyes, despite their tendency to insult our clientele. Also, who? I haven't seen anybody. Might want to turn in my nose about a well-crafted turn of phrase, of course, and perhaps if I touch it a more ingratiating, they'll tell me what they're really here for. Of course. Of course. I heard a fascinating story about an American lawman roaming the realms and trying to look rather inconspicuous while he was doing it. Yep. Journalist intuition tells me to touch with something, and I'd like to know what. Find him and see what you can learn. Rumor has it he stays still on the path you've been following, in the realm of Magwitch Marshes. I can hardly wait to hear what kind of sordid behavior he's running from, or toward. Of course, before you go scampering off, is there anything I can do for you? Have you heard any rumors lately? Always. Something particularly you're looking for? Anyone of note? I take little pleasure in this bit of news, but it seems like the great Nellie Bly has managed to escape from the damnable New York and survive the Pale. Nellie Bly. Why have I heard that one before? Should you meet her, know that she and her writings are tedious, moralizing, and always contemptible. Her banal aphorisms even cheated her a seat as the explorer's second, but last I checked, journalism hardly qualifies one to lead realm walkers, so I'm sure you'd agree. Okay, simmer down. Always. Something particularly looking for? Have you heard of a note in our realms? Oh, I've heard tell of one more than notable, infamous in fact. A monstrous doctor excommunicated for the most sinister sects of the Hermetics for his mad delusions of godhood. Could we be talking about, I don't know, uh, that one guy? What was his name? Not Full Cult. Was it Full Cult? No, no, it was someone else. I can't remember. Anyways, it was this guy who supposedly was trying to create demons. Hidden away in the hollowed moor, Victor Frankenstein himself stalks the sands, looking for yet more corpses to desecrate for the pursuit of his unholy ends. Anyone else? Edgar Allan Poe? Hold up. Okay. This game is making me struggle a little bit. I believe the fantasies of Victor von Frankenstein took place prior to the Victorian era. Or did he take place in the modern era? I know that not Dracula, oh god. I know that, was it Frankenstein? I can't remember. Anyways, it was a movie produced in a similar vein as Dracula Dead and Loving It, and it was about Frankenstein. Uh, and in that one, I think it was like set in like the Roaring 20s. Honestly, I feel like this game is playing with time a little bit because it's very clearly like Victorian, but I feel like these two names, Edgar Allan Poe and Victor Frankenstein, are different eras. They might overlap, but I don't think so. Though my informant spoke of him most clearly, he stared right through them, seized by some terrible otherworldly affliction. See, that doesn't sound like Edgar Allan Poe. Well, maybe it does. It also kind of sounds a little bit like the guy who did the Necronomicon. But we have a true encounter with a man 40 years dead. Oh, but have we a true encounter with a man 40 years dead, or some rather deranged imposter? Yeah, see, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think they line up. I mean, might as well, right? Excuse me. I don't think any of those people are. Again, you would think that after all the clearing I did, this would be bustling a little bit more. I don't really want to turn it in yet until I talk to the lawman, because I feel like that will cause problems. My mother's game, she talked to him first, and all things kind of happened from there. So let's go to the crossways. Was that the marshes? I think that was the marshes. I think this is the marshes. That was Gloriana's Tears, and that's the other one. Think. Think. Don't quote me. I think that's correct. I really don't want to be playing this game too much progression-wise until Avalon was a chance to rejoin us. Mostly because we started this game playing together, and I know that she has played without me and advanced certain quests, as we've seen a couple times. But the major quests to go between the realms we have not completed without one another. And I want to keep that streak going just for the fact that I think it would be beneficial for, when we play together, we can enjoy the game more because we're seeing these vistas together for the first time rather than trying to go back and forth about who's seen what. Ugh. Well, it says all is ready. Is it actually going to be ready? I really haven't found regeneration from comfort to be that use. I mean, it's useful, but it's not like game changing. In fact, if anything, I would say that the time skip for the production of resources is more useful. Wilma! I'll be damned. Those greedy prattlers decided to try their hands at some real journalism. Can't say their kindness worthy of my concern, but I appreciate you coming here to warn me. Honest folk are rare to find around these parts. I'll be pleased. I can't. I shouldn't do accents. I can't talk. I'll be pleased to reward you for properly if you don't mind. I didn't come for a reward, but I won't refuse it. Huh. What's the turtle? Oh, it's just a Magwitch town. Okay. Yeah, most of these have all been completed. I mean, I'm sure there's more to go run around and find. Especially in terms of, like, resources and caves and whatnot. I don't think Magwitch is a good place for it, though. Oh, come on. Thank you. Oh, I could just crossways. Anyways. What am I doing? Hey, at least the Heart of the Realm is available, so we can just teleport there if we want to farm a boss. I still need to find out whether or not going back to realms bosses at higher difficulties will net higher tier because, like, I think that Cigarette's Scorpion had some pretty nice buffs to it. And if I could make some quality leather out of that stuff, it would be even better. Quality leather for reinforced leather or the durable cloth. It makes me wonder what else I've kind of been missing. Etched ingots don't improve anything, but they're only used for certain recipes. Okay. So that was indeed Magwitch. So this must be the Hollowed Moors over here then. Yes? Hollowed Moors. Okay. I feel like I want to do these side quests because I don't think they're not going to affect the actual story, and I have a feeling that given the proper time, Avalon would also do these side quests by herself. I also want to go back and do the one for the corrupted forest. Find the person who knows about the glyph. I don't think that one was complete for me. I got it updated because of Avalon, but it wasn't complete for me yet. Let's check, though, to be sure. Wait, I haven't been here. Oh, I haven't been here. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's real pretty. Return to Puck. Ooh. The 2-door upper floor? But I already have all the 2-door stuff. The watch. Okay, so I did this one. Or I'm gonna do this one. Charm oil. I feel like I did acquire that. Yeah, there's Dr. Frankenstein. And then this one. The pellucidic etched ingot will serve as a for the pale lodestone. Sun giant. The desert gauntlet. So Nellie Bly, there it is. So Nellie Bly must have been at that encampment. Is what I imagine. She must have been back at the encampment in Gloriana's Tears. That must have been the situation. Okay. Okay. Still gotta do the 4 glory. Hollowed Moor says, following the footsteps of Victor Frankenstein, I reached the Hollowed Moor, a realm plagued by endless and never-ending strife. Ironically, it is here I can learn how to obtain the resource needed for the portal stabilizer by peaceful means. So, Puck has things. Okay. So look at these things real quick. So search for the lawman. I have to talk to her. And then near and dear, I have to find the last treasured items, because why not? And then this one. These have all... I'm not really sure how those ones work. But this one is Sylvan's Cradle. This one's... I have to go talk to Wilhelm Sese. And then do those. So this is the side quest. No. This is the quest I'm going to focus on right now. Oh, right. It's raining outside. So... let's look at our map here. Let's see what we got. A Bastille of Might. There's a quest available over there. A Battlefield Rune. Battlefield Rune. Bunker. Quests. There's actually quite a few places where quests are available. Let's go ahead and head southeast here and pick up these quests. This is a level 60 place. Maybe I should head directly west first. The audio might be fairly low. I did turn the audio down, Unborn, in order to... oh, well, there's Puck. In order for me not to have to hear it as loudly. Let me go ahead and... I think... let me see here. So I can turn that off and turn this up. So then you guys can hear the audio a bit better. I don't want the audio to overshadow my voice though. So maybe about there? About there should be fine, I think. Let's talk to Puck.
The Hollowed Moor. A place the
The
summer
Heart of
court
War,
has
a
not
place the summer.
deigned
Oh,
to
wait, I
visit
forgot to
in
say this. He does a
millennia.
great job. I
Mind your
love
steps
Puck's
in
voice
this
acting.
land of turmoil, as forsaken constructs yet linger. Flesh and metal warring in the name of those who gave no thought to their endless servitude. Given your people's precarious position, it would behoove you to seek what knowledge you can of this place. There is much to be learned from the enduring artifacts of a time when fragile peace prevailed and the actions that led it to crumble.
I agree with that. One of the things I've always told people is, we have to maintain our knowledge of history, even the bad parts of history, because we pick and choose what parts of history we're remembering. We'll pick and choose what parts to repeat. Neither of which are things we really want to do for the future. Is this salt? This is salt. I think this is salt. Please be salt. Pursuit? Okay. Not what I expected to find. Marble. Ooh. Marble is very pretty. More pursuit. You know what? Okay, let's harvest some marble. Marble gives critical damage. That's not important. I really hope I can build buildings with marble and they have the pretty marble look. That's all I really care about. I'll be honest. I'm a very simple human being. Marble is one of the prettiest of stones. Bap. More marble. Oh, I missed. Oh, there's some arium. Arium? I think either or works. But now that makes me question if there will be... Ooh, granite? They're adorable. They're absolutely adorable. I want to chop one down, but they're really cute. Oh, should I? Sorry, guys. I really just had to see what this is. Oh, it is choppable. Where'd it go? Oh, God. I was going to say. Well, I guess... I guess it just doesn't drop anything too spectacular. That's weird. I'm not gonna say it's terrible. That is actually quite cool. I had a great time, like, considering the ethical ramifications from killing those cute little guys. The doggos too. But it seems like all... Oh, there's some salt. It seems like all they really are is just, more fodder creatures to make the world vibrant. And I'll be honest, I am here for the vibrancy. I will... If that's a pet, if those little tree people are pets, I will fight tooth and nail to get a bed for one, because they are just adorable. Now, where was I going? Oh, I went in the total wrong direction. Oh, well, that's a good question. technically today, Unborn, I don't have a partner, so most of my day is going to be taken up by, well, what I'm doing right now, which is farming resources and maybe hitting up some locations to see, I won't say see new vistas. Mostly side quests and just harvesting resources at this point. I don't want to get too far ahead of my partner when it comes to Ribbonwood? Sepplewood again. Okay. And that's Tatiana's crown. Oh. I actually feel really guilty about that. I did not mean to kill the little guy. These just look like giant fish. I don't know how else to describe. They look like big old fish. They are big old fish. And they are prey animals. Okay. And I kind of figured they were. So yeah, Unborn, if you want to take up some of my time to go travel to some of your builds, I wouldn't mind that today. Especially since I'm not feeling too great, so I'm trying to kind of keep myself occupied with various simple tasks. Okay, let me harvest these resources. And then we can see about how do you want to go about doing this? Okay, let me know when you're ready, and I'll jump ships. I'll head back to my respite real quick, and then I'll come over into your realms. I'll turn off my follower. Oh, water spinach, okay. So they don't do any damage to your beautiful piece. Oh. Where'd it go? Oh, it's like a hippo. It's like a hippo. It's a fat hippo. Sorry, buddy. You just really don't have a chance against me, considering how strong I am, and this is only 60, not the 70 that I've had to experience before. So, a predator. Melee damage for granite? Ooh. Gosh darn it. And that's how you kill a giant fishy creature? Okay. I have a feeling Beatrice has purloined some of my items, so I'm going to transfer. I don't want to send that. I just double clicked on stuff. That's how I sent it last time. Okay. Well, she won't pick up that, but I'll give her these things to kind of hold on to, and a separate one. That way she has all my more precious items. Things I actually care about keeping around. So I think this is... Yeah, now we're heading towards... heading east here. Heading east. This is where we started in. Is that a thing? No, it's a toppled statue with that weird golden glow to it. East. East is where I should have been heading, not west before. Just more choppy chops. Nothing special. Whee. Oh. Oh. There it is. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I really don't like that. Oh, that's bad. Hold up. Oh. 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 Did it just move like that? Just teleport. Reloading. I'm gonna need all my shots for the bruiser. I'd rather kill the bruiser than anything else. Thank you. Woohoo! Oh, that actually kind of smarts. Okay. It's hurting me with the laser beam. Did I just take no damage from that? Oh. 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 We'll just stab you. Stabby stab. There's more of you? I don't appreciate this. I thought there was only one. Oh. Reviving you. Stab, 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 stab. Oh, that's unfair. They move too fast. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait. These were harvestable. I forgot about that. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, ow. That's actually stronger than I gave it credit for. Good enough. Okay, I need healing. I need healing. I don't have any food items right now because the game decided that I didn't need them, you see. Well, that's gone. I don't, okay. I do need to reload. I need to find, did I already pick up the head? Oh, man, river. Okay, they died. Oh. Well, if I think Steam will be the easier one. Oh, that might be what I was looking for. Yes, please. Yes? No, okay. Maybe I already picked it up. Yeah, Automaton Knight. Okay, so I must have already beat the Automaton Knight. Yep. But yes, the Steam Link would probably be the easiest one to do. Oh, there's a big bad boy here. that's not fair. Come on. Oh, show me your beautiful, beautiful face. What? There. Where is more bad news bears coming from? There was more than one. Oh, okay. I have ammo. No. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Can I shoot his foot? Okay. As soon as I'm done with this nonsense, I will send that Steam code and... Yep. But... Oh no! Oops. Running around. Oh, it's not fair. He was almost dead. Ooh, forged handle. Forged handle. Wait. Wait a minute. Is it possible? It has to be possible, right? Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think just a little bit. Oops. And then we'll do the Unending War, and we'll read that later. I just want to pick up all these goods before going to the new world. There's a lot of ammunition. Okay, alright. And I think... Oh, no, there's a couple more barrels. I just really want all these barrels. I know it's... That's not a barrel. Ooh, that's Fabled Harpy Hide, though. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's everything. Now, I can... Quick travel, respite, confirm. Awesome. And then I can... Whisper. To Unborn. Before I do that, I'll be back briefly, folks, with this. And then we do a little bit of that. That. Okay. What? Wait, what? Okay. Whisper. Okay, that's the new one. Okay. We're now back in abeyance. We will go here. Apparently, I've already completed the path to affiliate, folks. I didn't see it happening, so I missed it at some point. But it's good to know that I'm there. Alright, let's quickly go. Friends. Add a friend. So I can send my friend code to my new person so that they can take me on a grand tour through their realms. Alright. This friend code. Oh, apparently I didn't have that active. Oopsie. Sent an invite. Excellent. In the wait, what? Oh, weird. I should probably set the respite over here, because otherwise apparently I'm going to be ending up over there every time. We'll do this real quick. We're going to ban that. But yeah, apparently we somehow at some point actually did manage to... Hold up. Beatrice. Set behavior. You're not allowed to attack, not allowed to... well, you're allowed to revive. Not allowed for potions. Oh, I don't have her for logging. Don't do any of that. She's allowed to do that. Allowed to repair. I wonder if she'll change. Yeah. Fuel structures not allowed. There we go. Nice and simple. Okay, I had some ammunition to drop off. There it is. Wonder if I'll ever get, you know, tier 3 ammo. I tried to make some, it just didn't fit. Artisanal pick. Forged handle. I think. I could be right. I think the forged handles will take the place of any handles, which, if true, means that... Oh, wait, Beatrice, you have my other stuff on you. If those take the place of any other handles, then oh my gosh, I could have made handles out of better stuff. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna throw these in here. Some advanced materials, automated gears, and the ore. Bones. Fiber. Hides. Fiber. Subtitle's crown. And then food-related items. Meat of the predator. Those two could be destroyed. I should get some food whilst I'm here. Make sure that I have some chicken fingers. Chicken nuggets. The plate. Take the plate. Might as well do the tender steak. Especially since apparently the steaks that I did eat, these Deathweaver ones, are dangerous. And then we'll replace the salt. Salt we definitely need to have in there. Food. I can take the lumber. Fantastic! It's always good when the games work the way they're supposed to. And you don't have random nonsense happen. That's not good to. And then the unbound. Or the bound. Alright. so with that, I think I should be able to exit my game here. Prepare all my stuff, of course. Should be able to exit back to the main menu. And then play, select character, join a game, Steam friend, play. I love it when things work. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, I need to... Right. Right. Okay, let's try that again. Join a game. And then we'll do... I'm hoping that's a 0. Yes. There we go. Looks like we're loading. I have to say, the password was mildly annoying. Ooh. Well, off to a good start. Oh, I wonder if there is... You know, I never really asked myself if there was voice chat in this game. I do have voice chat there. Let's enable voice chat.
This game is very laggy right now. No, damn.
Auto activate.
No, they. Yeah, a lot more. Do you have a free, like, tier free unlocked or something, Moma?
I don't see it. Oh, that.
All right, and we're here. Voice chat seems to be.
But that's a bunch of tier 2s.
Hello.
I don't need tier 2s.
I already got a fishing rod. Oh.
I don't need the tier 2 essences.
So, what am I going to see? Ooh, that's a bit of an echo.
Are you guys at Wilkins Reach or something?
There's a bunch of
Broken
wrist
reach.
over there. Well,
Time to get myself off of the island. To go get fish.
I cast Go-Go Gadget V Createy V held in my hands.
wow.
I guess I don't have a very good
Huh?
name for it. Just Go-Go Gadget V. There we go.
Huh.
I think.
Yeah. I'm floating for the fish. Maybe the
I think I'm going to turn off the voice chat. Just because, yeah. I think I'm going to turn off voice chat. There's a lot of echoing sounds of other people in there. And it's just probably for the best. That is fascinating. Okay. I mean, Discord could work, but I think just some text and game chat will be just fine. Check out this place. It does appear as the portal nexus is kind of a neat looking spot. I will say the overlap trellises are a touch of a problem, but I mean, the idea that you created basically a round structure is pretty impressive. Because I was asking myself that very question. How does one create a round structure in this game, since everything's square? You have shown me how. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this... Dear God. I'm pretty sure this is big enough to be seen from the start location. Why are there so many portals? I understand it's called Portal Hub, but that's still a lot of portals. Actually, how tall does this thing go? Oh, come almost to the top. Alright, that's what I kind of thought. But the structure basically allows for an unlimited number of portals to be built going upwards. Oh, that's just pretty looking. Very much so. Oh, I can't get any higher than that. Can I? Oh, maybe. Oh, everything's twisty-twirly. Whew. That's pretty. So it looks like that's going to be the upgrade research we'll get later. Oh, ignore that for now. Let's actually get up here. Ah. Are you now trying to climb that? Well, I mean, oh, there we go. Almost. Nope. Oh, my ankle. All right. Let's see here. We'll climb up. There we go. No. Oh my. Now I'm just gonna climb up here. We're good. Okay. So what is the plan? What are we gonna be doing? The portal network is wonderful, but like, what's next? If you don't mind me asking. Oh. Whew. I'm glad there's a semblance. Very well, to the ground floor we go. Okay, let's see where we were. So we're heading to a new realm. Let's get excited. I'm guessing because these are portals, uh, these are going to be to the minor realms, so the versions of forest, desert, and swamp. That would be my assumption, at least. See, it says that, but it's a complete lie, because we've had that 70 power level 1 or 60, and it wasn't dropping tier 3s. But then we went to a 40, and that was dropping tier 3s. I was kind of guessing this was going to have a pretty steep... Excuse me. So, quick travel... There's an apex there. He said lodestar. Ah, so home. Makes sense. Should I be terrified at the load speed? Or is that one of those elder Ettins over there? Or just a really weird tree? Because I believe it says it needs like a level 100 to tier 5 resource. Makes more sense. Good God. This is jittery. Beautiful, but jittery. Like not perfectly my aesthetic on the outside, but very nice. Oh, stone floors. Oh, right. You built this around. You built this around that. Ah, that is beautiful. Ugh. For those who understand, these black columns here. These black columns are perfect. This is my aesthetic right here. That's perfection itself. Oh, it is an Etten sapling. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm petting them. I was gonna say, I think I'm petting them. Those are adorable. I want them, and I now know that I can get them. That makes me quite happy. Everybody dressed like maids is an excellent idea. That's an Art Nouveau cabinet. They are pretty. Potato, Dahlia, and Dauphine. I'm sorry, a potato is a tier 5, tier 4 resource. I have questions. Oh, this floor. Oh, I'm hungry. Hold up a second. Oh! Right! I can't eat any of these things anymore. I remember now. I remember now. I put on the herbivore charm, so all food poison me if it's not plant life. Right, forgot about that. It is a fairly nice but simple room. I think the tables kind of blend in with the wallpaper a bit too much, but still nice. I like the wallpaper in here much better. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Kitchen cabinets? That's great. Tea sets. I shouldn't be geeking out as much as I am. This is phenomenal. Oh, put it in the mortar. Oh, ideas. Same thing with another refined mortar station versus the excellent mortar station. Oh, the Regency oven. Oh, but it only has 3 spots? I consider that to be a failure in game design. Bhutan fireplace. Oh, I like it. Oh, and of course having the meat guy in here. Some tomato plants. Oh. It's like a little storage down here. Oh, that's very nicely done. It's like a little washroom. That's probably the best thing about this, is that it looks, I mean, a mango machine, I think is not for washing, but I can't remember. Servants' quarters? You went quite a ways to make all of that. That requires something quite impressive. This is the fundamental. Okay. So everybody understands. Usually when you do beautiful constructions like this, it requires you to do a little bit of foundational work. You never want to... excuse me. You never want to have a situation where you're spending a lot of time digging through the bowels and everything. Oh. One floor up. Oh. Is this like a lounge or tea room? Yeah, this definitely reminds me of a tea room. Employee break room. Okay, that's fair. Employee break room, I appreciate. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, and the bookshelf has storage option. Oh. This is the employee living room space. Wow. Horn throne. These are nice, well-appointed little rooms, though. I will say the major problem I run into with, if this is the Regency stuff, is all the gold gilding. Bronze is a little bit more tasteful, but realistically, for me, it's just the large amount of gold in most things. Like the Oz Nova cabinet, I really like the look of it, but all the gold, the fixtures on the walls and stuff, it almost looks a little gaudy. This is quite beautiful. A training dummy in that space? And they're for the whole floor. The whole floor has... Oh, those are obvious. The washrooms. Okay. Bathroom. little fireplace and a nice open. So again, for those who don't know, um, before plumbing became perfected, and even I think, in my personal opinion, just in general, we should still have the the bathroom was separate from the toilet. So this would be the toilet, and then this would have been considered the washroom, the bathroom. Uh, Sometimes it was even split into three separate sections, where a toilet was in its own little closet, the bathroom was a nice big space, and the washroom was a little tiny space with just a sink. It's how it used to be. All right. I like the simple touches of how everything is pulled together. The railing, too much. But like this, beautiful. Elegant. Nice portal over there. Good aesthetics. This is your room, I'm guessing, upstairs. This is this is quite nice. I like this. I don't know how I feel about the fireplace being directly on wood. Um, Generally, back in the olden times, fireplaces were put upon stone in order to heat buildings more effectively. In fact, the reason why the fireplace used to be made of mostly stone was to more evenly distribute the heat of the fireplace, even after the fireplace went out. Ah, understandable. It's always a bit sad when you have to make adjustments based on, you know, in this case, the insanity of the build. See, this dresser is, I don't know, I'm somewhere between loving and hating the dressers, I will say. Storage space is great, but I just feel like it could be more understated. Very nice bed, footed chest. The dragon columns clash a little bit with the regents, but not by much. I think, maybe I'm wrong. I think that's how paint gets used, or should be, in my opinion. Paint should allow you to change material. I mean, I think, hmm, maybe that's what they plan on doing down the road. As I know that I've used more exotic stones for stone walls, and I haven't received a different colored stone wall. But I think maybe in the future they should do something like that. Oh, good God. I won't taunt myself for things to become like this is just really well done. And the fact that you incorporated the glamour station into this table to make it look like almost like a desk, not a desktop. Um, you put these two tables together so they look like a countertop, and then the carpet, the sewing kit, all of this. Oh, this is my jam. I completely understand what you're doing here with the simplest stuff. The one thing I wish, and I think you could probably understand it, unborn, is carpets. We have this tiny little two-door rug, and that's not a rug. That would be like a doormat. We totally could get some beautiful carpets in here. Maybe making the carpets modular so that they were, you know, per square on a square kind of a situation. So that we could make carpets that had a nice appearance to them. Uh, they have this incredible system right now in Nightingale where you can mix and match different materials to make better stuff. And the Glamour Station lets you take in the customization options and make your things look like different. what if we could apply something using paint and stuff? Let's use one of the pre-existing tools. Let's not make a new one, right? But like allow us to apply different materials, both the actual material and the appearance material to some of these things and give us carpets. Maybe even options for custom painting or something since we have paints. It just seems like they have a lot they can work with already. And it would be really easy if they can already do palette swaps on our tools to be able to do palette swaps on, you know, these structures. Oh, just imagine the Regency chandelier, for example, with less gold and more bronze. Make it look rustic. It would be beautiful. Or you could make a pagoda like structure with corrupted wood instead, so it would have the strange living looks to it. You could do a lot of stuff with that. I think even using just some stone columns and some texture swaps, you could make very fey looking ruins. Oh, that's very well done. This is a trophy table without being a trophy. Another thing, another pet peeve of mine is there's so many of these interesting animals out there. We should have their heads mounted on walls. We kill enough of them, we should have no issue with that. Ah, look at this. Like the detail of that texture is already impressive. Another little bed tucked in here. I mean, this is at some point in the future, if I ever have enough money, or maybe I'll sacrifice living space for it, I want to have a bookshelf like this, pinning my bed and then having the windows on the outside so I can look out over something. The curtains would be really easy to do so I can sleep at night and stuff. But this is almost like the perfect sleeping nook right here. All right. Bath? Oh, and those mushrooms look so beautiful. Oh, the Regency bath looks really nice, I will say. We need to have upgradable toilet. See, this is where that palette swap thing would turn out great. You could make your toilet seat look like corrupted. No, sorry, I can't do that. You could upgrade the look of a two-door toilet to look more elegant, more refined, without having to, you know, have more models for players to unlock. Although I will say that, uh, for the sake of argument, um, maybe this is getting too nitpicky, allowing for those carpets to not just be carpet, but maybe be like stone tiling or something to give us the ability to make these look more accurate. Once again, bathrooms in old buildings built a long time ago were always built inside and around solid stone, big stone slabs, not a bunch of mortar. And the reason for that is because even they knew water made stone break, or more accurately, water made grout break. So instead, they didn't have a whole lot of grout or other easily breakable materials. It's just big chunks of stone. Wood like this would rot within a matter of months. Uh, your hired help scares me. She makes me think I'm supposed to be going somewhere else. Oh, okay. So a mini portal nexus. Good lord. Is all I can say. It's good lord. Oh, the game just does not like it. 200 shelf with footed chests. Oh my god. That is such a sad tier 1 wood. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, it makes total sense to use them like that. They're big shelves. Oh, they'd be perfect. I need more gold. Oh, that's your estate, Karen. See, that looks beautiful. Jesus. 10,000 pumpkins. That's just funny for other reasons. Peppy's box. For the chest. Thief's penance. Interesting. I just love the look of that chair. Oh, that's a beautiful chair. I'm looking forward to getting the stave architecture just to see what I can do. This is just amazing. Like clearly the amount of work going into these kind of projects literally takes months of time. I mean, I'm only now getting started. That's actually a smart idea in case you have your people set up incorrectly. I like that. Excellent mortar stations, paper press, just everything. I know I shouldn't be impressed. This is all the same stuff I well, I wouldn't say the same. I have a few more, a few less things than my fellow here for obvious reasons. There's an intense amount of everything. But, like, look at this. That is an excellent way to make just common items look like another workstation. And then having, oh, see, this is what I'm gonna have to do. Aren't I? I'm going to have to pick, like, put workbenches down with the modifiers that best suit what I want that workshop to do. For example, bullets. Having all the bullet stuff around it to maximize ammunition creation. This is just beautiful. All right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm alone in this big house. It's still an impressive thing. Truly impressive. That, oh, there you upstairs. I see. That, being able to put this together, creating a circular build, all of these facts just make this a phenomenal bit of engineering. You two don't seem to be working. You do indeed seem to be sitting. And you... How hard does this man actually work you? You have all these looks on your face. You don't look happy. They dress you in these, beautiful clothes, but what's the cost, huh? What's the cost? Alright. You said the Hanging Gardens would be next. Okay, up I go. Up I go. Ooh, okay. 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 this go away. I won't be able to see the chat for a moment or two, so hold on a second. There we go. Got that all working again. All right. So I'm assuming unborn, considering the scope of these builds. Now, this is not your first rodeo when it comes to a survival crafting game with these tile sets. Ascended Herbarium Forest. Let's take a look. Did your person just load like 100 rounds into that gun? Because that's kind of what it looked like. This is pleasant. Oh. Oh! You made it's a floating cube world. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so this is a picture. You could almost take get a little bit over here, perhaps. Make a little platform. I could take a picture of that and make that a postcard. Oh, yes. I can see what you mean by you like the trees where they are. That is a beautiful setup. That is phenomenal. Love it. Love everything about it. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine the lighting at night is good. I will say though, something I mentioned on my my stream last night. No, the night before. Last night I was too sick to stream. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Anyways, I was discussing lighting because my biggest problem with lighting, and luckily this isn't Minecraft, right? So lighting isn't gonna summon the dead to come kill us. Interesting. But I like when lighting is evenly distributed. If you put a candelabra up on the ceiling, it should make sense where lights show, and you would only need to put a couple others in key locations to kind of evenly distribute the light inside of a building. And yet, that's not how this or many other survival games work. Their lighting is very sphere around them, even if they have a lid on top of them. I suppose it's a concept of ray tracing, but I just feel that lighting is not handled properly in games, especially survival crafting games. Let me guess. Tier 1, 2, and 3. Yes. No, or would it be 2, 3, and 4? Yeah, I think it's tier 2, 3, and 4 for Titanians. I didn't know they grew in different colors based on their tier. Tier 1 to tier 4? That one is. Oh, I see. The one is hiding on the top. That's fair. That's fair. That is beautiful. Utterly beautiful. Okay, no, that makes sense. Okay. I mean, it's a nice color coded difference, I would say, between plants because the same color as the essences. Tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then plants represent the same color schemes. I just think they also could have a little bit of a palette difference to make them different. I don't know. I think there's enough customization already, and I love that. This is such a neat idea. I'm sorry, fellows watching this. There's just going to be a lot of gushing over the cleverly done architecture here. Just very cleverly done. I told everybody before, these channels of water through the stone are an absolute chef's kiss from me. There are too many times that you don't get to see architecture like this in fantasy games. Too many times. Sure, let's start on the first floor. Where am I going? Over here. I'm just ogling the light. Again, some reflections are done well, but lighting itself is not. Okay. Oh, it's like a big building. This is very much so giving me flashbacks to Myst 3 Exile. Oh. Oh. When architecture makes you want to parkour. That is what this is. This entire build is architecture that makes you want to parkour. Oh. Little mushrooms. It's pretty neat. I like the pots of the mushroom house. The mushroom house is interesting. Ah. I want to... Wait, hold on. Why are my things keep being damaged? I like the tree. I will say I like the tree. This is all so well done. It just... Like I said, it just makes you want to parkour! Ugh. So nice. Going up to the next floor, it seems. Being stuck lightly on geometry. Oh, especially right there. Alright, further. Alright. I mean, to be fair, I did turn down the game slightly, so let's go ahead and see what happens when I turn it up a bit. Brightness, I already did that, the graphics. Hold up while my game spontaneously combusts. It's not a huge difference, I suppose, mostly in shading and gradient, but that could be kind of explained by the sun setting further. Oh. What? Okay. It auto-enables and disables ray tracing. Ah. So things might look a little better now, is what you're saying, when I actually go back to my home, the lighting might look a little better. Oh, it's nothing quite like a block I can reach out and touch. Oh. I mean, you did say hanging gardens, and this is exactly the vibe I'm getting. Is hanging gardens. Every so often, though, it looks like some of your builds have taken some damage and need repairs. I really shouldn't gush as much as I am, but god damn, it looks good. This is such a clever thing. You wouldn't believe what they used to look like. If I showed you a comparison of before and after, it'd be identical to comparisons before and after. You see all the time of like a trailer park trash home that's been sitting for 5 years and just needs to be fixed, and like a full brand new 2-story basement home construction. It's just there's just such a massive difference between what it was and what it is. Oh, it looks so well done. Ah, it works so well. Unborn, have you ever played the Myst games? MYST. Relatively old, but very cultish following. I shouldn't gush, but god damn, this is too perfect. Because you've captured quite the essence of one of the Mist worlds in this one right here. The golden filigree, the domes that are just partial, the lighting structure. It's just this is either Mystery Exile's base world, or this is I think it was Myst 4 Revelations Cleft situation. It's just a it's a beautiful little garden with the golden domes. Oh, also Riven. Riven also had something similar to this, which was Myst 2. So you just nailed that aesthetic so hard on the head. It's just quite impressive to see. What's next? Okay, back to the house, and then back to Zeppelin World. I got stuck on terrain again. There it is. All right. Part of me is hoping that as this game continues, I hope, to improve and make the worlds come more to life, my hope is that they include more steampunk stuff. Like the ability to build like one of those big outdoor engines, or, more piping and stuff like that. And the reason for this is because I think that's an aesthetic that works too perfectly with their story, characters, the environments. Works way too perfectly with that, and it needs to be included at some point, even if it's just as an augment for your kitchen or something. Would take it. That, and probably the ability to make your structure look like overgrown with plant life, depending on which world you're in. Or maybe it's a setting, mushroom or vine or something like that. I know that I have said before that when I critique games, I want to critique them on all aspects, and I just feel like I couldn't really critique Moatmancer on its aesthetics, right? So this I am critiquing by its aesthetics, and a lot of the aesthetics of this game. I mean, look at this. Come with these big derricked-like machines, and this is very industrial. I would like to see that be a style or a framework that we ourselves can play with, because there's too much of this environmental storytelling and environmental scenarios that we just don't have the ability to do, and we should consider what we can already do. If we can make a barrel in a coal fire oven, we can make steel girders. Well, there we go. See, it seems like Unborn could literally take us on a tour of a variety of architectures twisted into existence. You know, makes sense. Makes sense. I was so excited when I first heard about these survival games being created because I thought it would elevate Minecraft's kind of stagnant community to be uplifted, to be more than just the blocky graphics they were well known for. I like the lighting right now. I'll say that. Oops, I should probably just find you on the map and quick travel. Oh, you're actually behind me. I'm sorry. Oh, town. That's the name of the place. Got it. What? I like how all the trees appeared for a brief moment and then were immediately replaced. I have to. Parkour! Oh. I have to get a good look at this. Oh. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh. Was originally a community realm, but online mode changed right after I finished the outline for it. Oh, that's still fine. This is beautiful. Like, again, you once again kind of. I mean, maybe it's just the environment in general, right? They have played with the environment on both sides of this to make it work. But like, this is totally the aesthetic of the Myst games, and I'm so happy about it. I mean, that's basically power lines right there, as you could say. That's phenomenal. It's just great. And then, of course, you once again built around the realmic thing. I so good. Oh, so good. But yes, I was excited for these games when they first came out because I figured they were going to be the next step in Minecraft. Of course, I was disappointed to find that they weren't. Almost all the survival crafting games, like with Subnautica and whatnot, is the simple fact of the matter is they're going to always have this rigid terrain you can't fiddle with, and obviously, you know, lifeless structures you can't destroy. Which in some cases does lead to some issues when you're trying to, like, build a certain build and you can't move a giant rock out of the way like this one. But still, it's a simple question of like resources. These constructs are massive. They're very well done, and different tiles have different amount of build points, which basically contribute to how complex your builds can become. And the very fact of the matter is, this is very, very well done. So, if they wanted to allow for players to play around, they had to give players the ability to notice when their beautiful constructions are starting to melt the hardware in your machine. So, I believe it was. I could be wrong. That's well done, actually, right there. It could be. I could be wrong. Subnautica realized that allowing players to terraform in their games obviously ran into some small problems. First, you could just kind of bypass a bunch of stuff by just terraforming your way through the walls, and like Minecraft has found. And two, the memory requirements were insane for any kind of as soon as the terrain that was pre-generated was moved, if you had any other kind of functions like, you know, passive animals, wind, whatever it was, it started causing these memory leaks that just kept stacking, and it got terrible. Granted, that was a while back. I'm sure these days they could have more elaborate systems to prevent that. But the fact of the matter is, as we just teleported here and we hovered in the air for a few seconds with our arms dangling like a T-poser before everything got to load, this is a relatively simple build by comparison to the previous two we saw. And this one still took several seconds to load in. Now imagine that terrain was altered in some way. The rock was removed over this corner. I don't think anyone's computer, unless they had top-of-the-line liquid cooling, could survive that kind of requirements. But I digress. I'm sorry. Zeppelin? I completely had a problem with a small craft and balcony with a view on the Zeppelin. Oh, okay. I'm a silly boy. I didn't even read that. So sorry. Oh. You know, I come out here like a big idiot, and it was Zeppelin was properly in the corner of my screen, and I'm like, oh, this is neat. What is this over? Not even noticing the Zeppelin, but noticing the glamour station. Oh, okay. That is still, even from a distance, that is impressive. And it almost looks like it's moving too, like it's hovering in place. You can almost like perceive fans. Oh, that's wild. I don't know where you went. Vanished. Oh, no, I about bet you teleported, didn't you? Harbor. Very well. Oh, and there's also a beacon for the Zeppelin. Again, you would think that my poor melted brain. Oh. Now this is given a different aesthetic. This is given a very different aesthetic. Oh, that isn't. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's so goddamn clever with the shipping. Your boat wheel is kind of broken, though. I will say that. Oh, that's so clever. So it looks like a little Chinese junk ship that goes fishing. Oh, it's so good. I almost fell in the water again twice. But yes, this is giving more Mach Anu from Dot Hack series. This is giving very Mach Anu beaches from probably IMOQ. Yeah. I can believe that. These are still extremely impressive builds, regardless. I think I remember coming to this island at one point. Well, maybe not this particular island, but an island in a very similar circumstance. Oh, that's an impressive feat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is kind of similar to the one on Abeyance, where you can hop a skip across, and there's a giant spider queen over here. Eight players. That's a pretty fundamentally massive amount of people. I will say that for sure. To be fair, though, that's only because most of my games that I play, Minecraft and so on, I don't go on to online worlds. I always host private worlds and stuff like that. And it usually ends up being that I might have 3 or 4 people online at a time if we're lucky. And we're all building our own little things. Even in games where the whole point is to come together and do stuff together, everyone's always off doing their own little like odd and end crafting and building, and then you just have a patchwork when you're done. So 8 players might actually have some teaming up going on. God damn, this looks good. Yeah, which is great to have when you have a community that functions well like that. But the very fact of the matter is that you said that you actually work on improving each other's builds. Most of the servers I was on, the only improvement people did on other people's builds was usually in the form of TNT. It's just so good. The view is beautiful. Where are we headed now? I'm gonna guess Zeppelin. Yep. Gias Gilded Dawn. GAAS. Usually those kinds of acronyms are used to say like His Majesty, Her Majesty, our Lord, or so on and so forth. Like the SS is, I believe, service ship. So, or was the USS? I don't know. Yeah, United States service maybe. United States ship. There it is. So, all the ships over in London, I think England was the one that did Her Majesty's ships, and it was just kind of amusing. So this is called the Gilded Dawn, would be the name of the ships, and it's definitely gilded. Oh my eyes! This whole ship is glowing somehow from the. Oh, it's so bright. Woo! I mean, it's an impressive feat of engineering, but my eyes are too, and they are bleeding. Oh, but then you added in these, and they look so good. Oh, that is. Oh. Oh, I love it. Oh, I shouldn't love it as much as I do. Oh, I love. That is very nice. That is very tastefully done. There are very few things. There are very few things I think a good game needs, right? A good game really needs only a few things. Usually it needs one of two of three. Good story, good mechanics, and world building. That's trippy. I like that. Those two look so good. But as I was saying, if they have any of those three, well, if they have two of those three, sometimes if they only have one of those three, it's a matter of good plot, good mechanics, and good world building. See, that makes it even more like the Myst games. If they're portal hubs for community events, that's so Myst. Oh boy. Anyways, yeah. This this game doesn't have the best graphics. It doesn't have the worst graphics. It doesn't have the best story, or it doesn't have the worst story. It's pretty middle of the road I've seen so far. The thing that this game excels at is world building. And it has a touch of decent plot, right? But mostly it's the world building, the environmental and actual world building. And I have. When games only have one of the three, they have to rely on other factors to really make people want to play. And it's builds like these. Builds like these with this level of detail. I mean, I know a lot of that was empty space, but that's how it has to be for now. But the sheer creativity of people who play these games is what drives people. Wait, hold up. Oh yes. Town. Kind of see that harbor too. But it's the motivation and drive of people like this who go this extra mile with this builds that inspire other people to try and realize their best attempt is going to be a wood shack in a corner. You know, this is what gives the games with those one of three purpose. Nightingale has a massive community of excellent builders, I'm sure. Survival is not that hard, but these builds can be quite elaborate and amazing. I would love to see more people taking risks and doing stuff like this rather than just burning through the story, right? Getting to the end and going, oh, okay, that was, I guess, satisfying, and then never touching the game again. It's one of the things that's kept No Man's Sky so successful. It's been the player base and the people around the game as the game has developed and continue releasing free updates. And I hope that Nightingale does something similar, because I would love to see more of this. What do we got next? I'm about to travel, apparently. Off the ship! Respite and then to your industrial realm. All right. Well, I trust you. It should be interesting. Although I need to take a quick moment and go acquire some beverages, because I am feeling fairly dehydrated, and I probably shouldn't be dehydrated at all while feeling sick. Luckily, I have here a bottle of freshly squeezed, well, not really freshly, but, fresh squeezed apple juice. My daughter and I made it. It's quite good. One thing I will mention to people is if you're planning on making apple juice, give it a day in the fridge before you drink too much of it. And also try to strain it as many times as you can through filters. The extra pulp is great. Not a terrible situation, right? The problem that the extra fiber has is, well, extra fiber. That has its own series of problems. But if you give it some time to sit in the fridge, generally speaking, those... That's a big boy with a spear. We'll go to home for now. Just because I don't like the looks of those gentlemen. I don't think they're trustworthy. Anyways, what was I saying again? I don't remember. He's probably making his way to the industrial portal, I believe. It's wild to see so many respite stones. But this goes back to one of those that previous statement I made. If we could recolor some of the stonework, it would be much easier to match and blend into the environments. I can't believe I threw out those spider steaks just because I thought they were poisonous when I should have remembered I had a charm of the herbivore on. Of course, it's supposed you're gonna get poisoned if you're an herbivore and you eat meat. Dum dum. Enoch Blight. Always a fun time at Enoch's Blight. Standing on salt. Oh, sorry, I can do that. I should have thought about that too. I didn't even think about that, but you just bring some extra components when you're off on adventures in a new realm, and you can just drop down lodestone, so you don't have to be running to one place constantly because you weren't smart. To be fair, it's easier to do now that I have like 30 or 40 of those synchronous lotuses, but that doesn't matter. Just love these trees. I like the ethereal trees. I need to plant more sun and moon trees when I get back. Oh. Oh. And this is kind of, I will say, giving me either Star Wars. I'm sorry, the mobile refinery? It's not moving, I'm sure, but it looks like it should be. Again, I was thinking Star Wars, the Sandwalkers. Sandstriders? Sandstriders. Whee! I think that's probably the best one. I was gonna say Dune, but then I realized no, it's not quite Dune. Oh, I guess it could be. I guess it would be Mortal Engines from the book Mortal Engines. Don't watch the movie Mortal Engines. Just read the book Mortal Engines. It'll make you happier. Ah, yeah. It's quite well done. Quite well done indeed. Looks like you stopped here because it was a tomb. Oh, I'm sorry. That actually is the mines? I was making more of a joke, but they'll take it. I should probably keep my umbrella out. That is so wild still. Oh, that's clever. Very clever. It's crazy how well that all looks. God, that's crazy. It's so well done. I really want to be able to create this kind of architecture too. I know it would demean, but I don't care. Wow. I have to say, the first impression this gives is not great. Like, it almost looks like you're running one of those prisoner mining camps from way back when. Like, all of them looks like they look like they're in nice clothing, but there's something about the atmosphere in here that just gives like depression vibes. Oh, that's well done. I like that. Yeah, it just really is like. We'll get to work faster, boss. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. I can't free you. I wish I could. See, actually, that would be clever. That would be a clever addition they could do to these facilities. They could have it so if you place them on a node, they would snap to it, and you could mine that resource. I think that would be quite clever. Maybe just in these caves, but I just think that would be clever in general. The beating will continues until morale improves. I mean, it's the partially synchronous movements that really is getting it. It's like, oh, it's bad. Oh. But never let it be said you couldn't tell a story. I don't know what I just saw. It looked like... Wait, maybe... Hold up. No, he is quite literally traveling at fast speed. A bit faster? That's not a bit faster! It looked like your body stretched and contorted as you entered warp speed. A bit faster, he says. Anyone watching can tell me that's exactly what they saw. They saw his body, like, he jumped in the air and you just watched his body go the wrong direction. Feet first. The manufactorum, huh? You know, I won't judge you. But this does indeed look like crystal all over the ground. And in the rooms. Is this a Breaking Bad situation? Because it really looks like a Breaking Bad situation. Oh, I still love these chests. Well, I didn't expect that to happen, but I will take them. Thank you. I just love these chests. They're so pretty. That's a well done placement there. Ugh. Like there's so much atmosphere. Again, this is a Breaking Bad situation, isn't it? I'm just being proven more and more correct. That seems to be a nice industrial oven. Is it for baking? What are you baking? It's definitely not bread. It's definitely not bread you be baking in here. We're getting a little bit more off to this, something that could like almost pass off. Yeah, I could see that. Still. I don't know if your intent was to imply that message, but that was the perfect room to enter to improve my thoughts. Yep. Yep. Oh. Neat. Oh, and there's paint right there. Yeah. Thank you for the chest. Also, many questions. Actually, wait, hold it. You got outside. How did you get outside? This way, like any other reasonable human being would remember. Oh, it's so... Is that a house up there? Oh, no, it looks like one. It looks like one. I can see that, but for some reason it looked like you had built above the mines and looked like it made like a really neat little house up there. No. I like the mobile factory. The redo here was great. All this is good. It's an impressive, like I said, it's a... I won't ask questions, Maddie. It's a very impressive work. I have, that's just a small weekend build. Sure. Sure. Not all of us can be network weavers. Pardon us for having silly brains. They are fantastic, though. 100%. We'll give that credit. Jesus. You know, when I told you the numbers for my little house, and you were like, "Oh, finally, so I would expect something more," and I'm like, "What? 500 ceramic is a lot." And now you're like, "Oh yeah, I got about 6K bricks for the floor." It's like, touche, touche. Oh. We now I'm greatly concerned about. I mean, good God. You know, I made this joke to someone the other day about the cost of gold. Right now, gold is at one of its all-time historical highs it's ever been, and someone was predicting that it's going to drop soon. And when someone asked why, they said, "Well, pretty sure all the rich people are going to start, selling what they have to make more money, which will then make it less scarce, so the price of gold will go down. And then it will once again spike as all the people realize it's going low, and then we'll buy it and it'll go back high again, and that wave will start to accelerate. And that's how stocks can be kind of be disabled a bit." And I thought to myself, considering all the gold fixtures I've seen on every construct of yours, how many economies did you destroy to get that much gold? We're talking about multiple worlds being exploited, aren't we? And the Fae were like, "Oh no, humans are bringing back the Pale." I should have said, "Oh no, the humans are once again searching for gold." I will say, barring your, or I guess it's the developers who did this, barring their particular delight in those incredibly clashing colors, they were pretty impressive works. Yeah, the Pale gets our. We only summoned the Pale so that we can harvest its organs. It's like, I believe there was a YouTube video, and I think most of them were AI made, but it was about the gray aliens when they try to invade Earth. And they just talk about how they came here to invade, and like all sorts of fairly terrifying, fairly normal human things we do. Like, one of them bit me through my armor. It's like, yeah, we would do that if we didn't think we had much time left. And considering the gifts that magic, I also believe that's been the case. But like, I would fully believe that humans would 100% go rabid animal on aliens if aliens showed up to invade. But I am looking forward to my own excursions with tier 4 materials, because I just discovered that I had a whole bunch of things I could have improved already that I was probably doing terrible. And anyone who knows the game would be like, "Oh, he's not even paying attention to reinforced leather, the fool." Yeah, are you talking about the one from Maddie, the blue, the one that looks like it was coated in ice at some point? No, she picked it up again. Sorry. I didn't know you dropped an item for me to look at. Waiting. The masterwork shotgun of the fabled Elder Eltonwood. Hey, I got the new customization for it. I'm probably going to love it. Oh boy. Buckle up, kids. 142. Made from fabled Elder Ettonwood, marble, Anidia, sulfur coal, star ruby, okay. Carnute ichor. 582. I'm sorry, its melee damage is 582.4? Jeez. And then the rain damage of 8,300. Yeah, no. My now I'm looking at my tools going, oh. Granted, this is near end tier stuff, so it's not entire Babel charm. I won't go into that. I refuse. So like that health regeneration would be almost the equivalent of my current health regeneration. Oh, it hurts my soul. And then, of course, the nearly 200% stealth rating. Magic power of 209. I was so proud of my 126.4 magic power. And this is making this like, I'm not even focusing on magic power. I already have more than you. It's like, ouch. But yeah, that is an impressive shotgun. That is an impressive weapon, we'll say. Gonna drop this bad boy. There we go. I'm sorry. Oh. 150. Star Ruby, Marble, Carnute Ichor, Sulfur Coal, Noble Hollow, Tier 1 Essence, Grendel Druid. I won't ask questions. And Granite. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. The melee damage, 1,000. Don't mind me, I hit you with my pickaxe and it'll take you all the way out. 592. Oh, ow. My pride is gone. Now I can tell it's your cast tool. If it wasn't, I'd be like, why does that axe pick have a insane magic power rating? Oh, dropping it on the ground. There we go. I got hollow metal now, okay. Oh, right, there it went. Put that up there. Deep breath, everybody. Oh, look at that. 88.4% magic power. Increasing your melee range damage by almost 200%. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Health regeneration stat. Oh my god. I feel like you could kill someone with this umbrella by itself. I honestly do. I feel like if you took this umbrella out of its little clasp and pointed it at an enemy in my current world, the enemy would either spontaneously combust and die, or would turn around and flee for its life. One of the two. The umbrella that doesn't have any damage technically on it could probably kill most creatures in my current swamp I'm in? Yeah, swamp I'm in. We'll drop that down. Man, now I have a few new customization options, which is nice. But also, damn. Ah, sorry. I made pizza tonight, so I'm enjoying my pizza. We won't worry about getting all the extra customization options. All it will do is give me new colors to play with for my sword, umbrella, clothes, and tools, which is cool, but I'm sure I'll get there eventually. Well, okay. If you have materials you can't normally get due to it being event locked or something, please, I would love to see some of that stuff. I can flee. If he can't see me, he can't teleport me. I just don't see the resting bonus being that great. Maybe if you could change what it was or improve it. With all the base level stuff is just kind of meh. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, you know, I'm gonna appreciate the speed by which my realms now load. I'm going to appreciate them. I'm good without getting even more powerful gear. It's a kind thought for you, but if I can't acquire it on my own, I would prefer not to have access to it quite yet. I want to learn through my own trials and struggles. I also don't want to outpace my partner too much. And if we got such powerful gear, I feel like it would kind of trivialize a lot of stuff. Now will I take customizations? Yes, but surprisingly, that actually loaded a little faster than I remember it being last time. That's nice. Yep, I have all the mystic equipment. I'm currently using a mystic sword, mystic pickaxe, mystic bolt action rifles. Haven't upgraded my other stuff yet, but I do have mystic glider umbrella. Did the update do a lot of things? Do a lot of things? Did the update do a lot of things? Yes, genius, it did. That's why it was called an update. Did the update change like certain materials access you to, or like made them only appear in certain times or places? It's barristers. I will put it back. Ta-da! I want the fabled Azazel. I just kind of want to see that. Azazel had some pretty decent stats when I last checked. What is this? The Porter pistol? Oh. That's all missed. No. I don't remember seeing. Wait. Titan's fingernail? Well, that sounds interesting. Noble Hollow. There's a Linda again. And then do that, and then put those back. Yeah, Titan's fingernail. Sounds like a wild, wild entity. I did all of those, right? Yeah. But unfortunately, this makes me real sad because I now know for certain there will not be a tier 3 ammunition. Ah! Stand up. Stop crouching. I'm sorry? Buwansal? Oh, I can't say that. Focal Shard Pearl. Pearl does sound really pretty, though, I will say. I don't know about that whatever metal, though. That was just wild. Platinum. Oh! It gives 10% and durability? That's rude. Because gold is just the 10%. Gold is the 10% magical power, not the durability, too. That's even better. That was a very deep cough. Didn't like that. Don't worry, folks, since you're on my stream, if I were to cough and somehow need assistance, you'd all call 911 for me, right? Oh, the moment when my computer hates existence. Nah, it's having a great time, actually. What? What? No. But I already had Harpy. Also, I'm reading this, and my brain is immediately going back to the Goblin Surf and Turf because of how similar the Magwitch is to Legends of Evantris. It is pretty impressive food, I will say. Although I don't think the term old food should be bandied around too much. People might get the bad idea. Ugh, the jitter. Ooh, Dream Scale? Dream Scale Perch. Okay, Luminous Spore. Sadly, I don't think those gave me any details. That one apparently did. It uses a star ruby to create a potion? Damn. $240 maximum health, 8%, 8%, 60%, another 80. Add 35% to magic power. Oh my god. That is... Dear Lord. if you combined it with that, you get like 60%, 70%, almost 70% more magical power. And then between the two, 100 plus 80 plus another 60. So you're throwing fireballs for like a million damages. It seems like. I feel like you would at least be hitting 6 digits. Oh, I should hand these back to you before I forget. See, I had wondered if there was going to be new fish at some point, because it seemed like those three basic ones weren't cutting it for food buffs. That's insane. Oh, that's right, your shotgun too with the 8,000. Uh. What goodies are in the goodie box? Go with a fabled Shalai. Fabled Jabberwock. Yeah, I sadly didn't unlock anything new. Oh. I didn't read it! I was just looking at the customizations that time. Alright, we'll go over this again. Good God. Almost 5,000 range damage. With a base crit damage of 6.55 times. 312 health regeneration is almost negligible to discuss, because it comes with nearly 300 magical power and almost 100% stealth rating, an additional maximum weight of 78, and it looks like 2 charms that are going to do some deadly amounts of damage or crit gain. So, yeah, almost 5,000 damage multiplied by 6 at the very least. That is... wow. Yeah, that's the big crits for sure. Holy Lord. 25 times? Huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think the things with the highest amount of health, those Ettins I fought a couple times. Luckily we didn't have to fight any sun golems or anything like that. But I think the highest they had between all the damage I dealt to one, they probably had somewhere around what, 12,000 health? So you're saying that base, you would kill it 4 times over, but even before the crit hit, which is terrifying. You must. I can't even imagine the realms of power you've been to. Though it does strike a point, I will once again repeat for the world to hear. If they're gonna say in the tooltips, essences show up based on realm power, then they should have. If you make a powerful enough, card, or you choose a high enough challenge on that card, you should get the next tier of essence, not be tied to the realm tier. Because that about made me like slap my head a few times. a 70 power realm that did not have tier 3 essence, but then a power level 40 realm that does. Alright, so where we go next? There's a hi, cat. How you doing, cat? Hi there, cat. Okay, so you're getting... We need to go up the stairs. Okay. I feel like I walked into a situation that I shouldn't have. Okay. Well, what you showed me is a lot. It's beautiful. And I hope all of the viewers on my channel got an opportunity to improve it as much as I did. Yeah, if you have any more projects you get finished and you want to show off, feel free to let me know. I'd be more than happy to come back and gush over. These constructs are extremely well done. And you are right, there are ways of mashing things I didn't even think about, and you made several very good examples of that. I'll go ahead and pop over now to my main game. So there's a couple things I wanted to experiment with before I ended this stream tonight. And I make a point of that because I was uncertain how long I was going to play this game. Because of my health being not so fantastic. So I feel like I should cut myself off here right around 8. That way I have plenty of time to sleep, extra time to sleep, because my body apparently needs 24 hours of sleep a day. You heard that right. So we'll do a couple experiments here to see how well they work. And then we're probably going to call it a night. So, important things to know is setting up... this space all just works. But I can set specific tables, since they are within range. If there's multiple options for station augments that I want to change around, I can change one around, and that will give me options. Now, I'm trying to think about what needed a handle. So I was sure that several things needed to handle, right? Well, that's a stock. That makes perfect sense why it would need that. Climbing picks, for example. So I need the artisanal pick heads. It says that. So this one can't be truly improved that way. It looks like I can't get this improved to a forged handle either. Because I have a forged handle. It's in one of the containers. Oh, nice. I'll have to look at that in a minute. But I have a forged handle in one of my inventories, so the forged handle is not an upgrade to handle. I didn't think there's anything beyond ornament and the cut gems. I can go further with them because they are covered in ink. So In the realm of clothes, they fall into two categories. Clothes with leather and clothes without. Feltwood doesn't have an upgrade. We did already identify durable cloth as being a direct upgrade. Damn, look at that. Doubles that health regeneration from base. Okay. Yeah, because I want to upgrade this. I can't upgrade this. I don't think I can upgrade this, but I can upgrade the cloth. Small improvements are still improvements overall. And I also want to check out the glamour station real fast. I kind of want to see if... So I was pretty sure I had a new wood, right? So I wanted to see what it would look like here. I can do an additional metal ornament? Ooh. Titan's fingernail. That's pink. That's interesting. Hollow metal is very pink. Pursuit's going to be kind of a cyan blue, huh? Okay. Oh, I like that. I actually like the look of the Bowenasal. I can't say it. My tongue hates it. Cryosiphon. Bronze, silver, gold, bomb. Platinum. Lustrous as always. Then I'm pretty sure I had... Didn't I get some new one of these? No. So these are all to the same. This is gems. Star ruby. I do like the Etten. It looks pretty. Pearl. I don't know how much I like pearl. We'll just do that. And then woods. I believe we had another wood at least. Ettenwood. Fabled Elder Ettenwood. I like how it's just a slightly different variant in texture. Wow, that's dark. There's two types? A brown and a black, it looks like. These just look pitch black. They say they're different colors, but they don't look that way there. Oh, I like it. It works. Okay. Cool. Unborn has created a couple things to look over the resources costs of some of these constructions, and I wanted to look at them at some point. So yeah, I mean, there was some really nice gem and wood customizations. I do appreciate that. Okay. So I had some more fabled thing as right? I feel like I had a lot more fabled animals too. No. Okay. Just prey and predators, okay? Of course I have a lot of fen catfish, dear lord. Probably good to have lots of fiber. Might seem excessive, but I'll promise me. Let me promise you, it's gonna be good. Can we make another cloth from Titania's crown? We can. I think we just needed one more claw to do the oh, no, we need more. I think we don't think we'll be able to make that work. Like, I don't think we'll be able to get to the bound cloth. It will be close. Well, I can. Oh, I don't have any more cloths. I have the Titania's guard lining, but I don't have the cloth for it. I mean, whole bloom isn't the end of the world, right? It's just a little bit less. It does give maximum health, so let's give it to him. I don't think we can use multiple types. I think it'll be the same type of cloth, though, in the end, right? I need to... Right, before I forget, I should change this out. Because I don't want to be running around and dying because I'm eating meat. Oatmeal, I guess. Oatmeal instead of that. I'll have to cook. I guess I can put these in here. Don't have... I guess the nectar will work. I need to create more stuff. I need to create more stuff. More foods that are vegetarian. But not in real life, I am not vegetarian. Wait, hold up a minute. Hold up a bloody minute. This should be in here. Not these. Not my Titania's crown and my whole bloom. There. Jeez. I did turn that off, but I don't know she had done that before I turned that off. They sometimes terrify us. Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. I'm like, where'd all that stuff go? Now I know. Glass. I could do some pretty glass. Like I have a lot of stuff to do. So I mean, yeah, let's make some glass, kids. All right, we need gems for that. So we can use yeah, let's just make a bunch of rock quartz into glass. And then while that goes, we'll be able to come over here and see. I go to the thing that is not my stove because I think it's my stove. Oh no. Tier 5 gilded. Oh, that hurts me. And I don't even know much about that whole system, but that hurts my soul. I can do pumpkin. Pumpkin. I'm making pumpkin juice. And the fact of the matter is, it is getting really close to Halloween. So, I think we're in good company. Oh, God. Yeah, usually you don't confess those things on live national television. And then we'll look at mixed plants. flour. I guess it's a spice. I guess it could be considered a spice. Okay. Okay. Wait, hold. No, I'll swing with that. Okay. So 60 health regeneration. That's a 15 stamina too. Yeah. Yeah. Pumpkin is definitely. Just make a pumpkin mash. I think that would be probably the best. Would be the pumpkin mash. I mean, technically, pumpkin with tomato would be just as fine, but if these just had a few more, I mean, the Cape Aloe isn't bad. But no, 2 pumpkins will give me 120 health regeneration, 4 stamina, and the speed. Yeah, pumpkin. Make me more stuff. Making bread is something I should do too. I should make dough. Refined flour. Did I ever do more with this? I don't think I did. Sudden unexpected case of swamp fever. Oh, well, at least you're acknowledging that there is maybe nothing wrong with what's going on. That's great. I appreciate that. So I can make the oil out of snapdragon. That's not bad. But the refined flour, I don't think I've done anything with the flour in a long time. Plant oil. Oil. Oh, I do have some whole bloom seeds. God, Titania's crown is just... It's having a rough time, because everything about Titania's crown is just great. She loved her weird acts of treason. I can tell. And then refined flour. So I can only do wheat or seed wheat. Worst, refined millet can be anything. Look at that beautiful... Look at that beautiful tier 3 Titania's crown just demanding to be turned into flour. Well, refined millet. But you can still make bread out of it. That's the important thing. Jumping in front of me so they're grenade at us? Oh, that sounds like there's a story there. Good lord. I'll actually be done with this right now. Oh. There's always a few of those, isn't there? Where you sit there and you're just like, I had the world in my hands for the first time ever. And you screwed me. Yeah. See, again, that doesn't come across as I'm an innocent individual. It comes across as, ha, I did my best. It's like, in what capacity did you do your best? We must know. Ooh, I could do spice. I could make other spices. That's true. Oh. See, the world of cooking is so fascinating. Spring rolls, I think, are edible plants. Apparently, they are edible plants and flour, not dough. I mean, I know dough is meant for making bread, but that's still quite a jump. Alright, dough. And then the oil of Yeah, Titania's crown. Make that. He makes it sound so, like, I wouldn't say innocent exactly, right? That's not innocent. But, and then just the way it comes out, and nature took its course. Just, unfortunate. It's like, how high was the non-poisonous participant? Could she have gotten up there? You monster. Actually, I never asked myself that. Is the injury salve upgradable? Doesn't seem to be. Doesn't seem to be. That's what I was afraid of. I could probably make a pot. No, it requires meat. Filling? Yeah, so I could do... Oh. Oh, pies would be great. I guess I should make more refined flour. Boo. Alright, wheat. Become flour. And over here we can do some aromatics. Oh. Oh, yes, please. And an oil? Oh my god. Make 2 of those. And make 3 of those. Then, I believe some spices were involved as well. You can do the dahlia as well for that. Oh, that's great. I mean, I know it's not like health regeneration, but the stealth rating and the poison resistance is really, really good. Like, there's so many cooking ingredients you can make through this. I wonder why marinade is. It requires oil and spice. Okay. Interesting. And basically all of this is just to get to here, except for the seed. What plant do I have few of? Do aloe. Tier 2 Holt Bloom. And coffee cherries. Not that I want a lot of, like, coffee cherries. I'm not a big coffee person. But I think some of those benefits might be useful. Ah. Now there's my class quartz. So, which one of it that had the... I think that was the lunar nectar, right? Yeah, lunar nectar needs glass. I was gonna say, is it any different? If the molded glass would have been better, then I would just use... I'd use the molded glass, right? But it's not better? Oh no, I don't have enough to make more of those. What's a Saskatoon? It's actually not too bad all around, but I only have 4 of them. I'm not a big fan of tomato juice, though. I guess I could take one for the team. Making ketchup. Alright. Have a good night to you, unborn. I'll probably be jumping off here pretty soon myself. Let's eat the oats so I'm no longer full. The bread there. Health regeneration stayed at 60 across the entire board. I don't like that. Oh, look at that aromatic. Seeds for the various things. Some pumpkin nectar. Like how even though I use a tier 4 plant, it's not going to let me do a tier 4 plant. So I'm going to come out here real quick. And harvest. It does. Okay, good to know. Alright, in here. I'll put all the seeds. But why is there a predator hiding there? And these stone blocks. Why are they in there? And the sulfur. Why is the sulfur in there? I might have done that. But I'm going to blame someone else. So... I want them to plant titanius crowns. And just titanius crowns. So I'm going to... I'm going to not allow survivors yet. But I will place down a little storage bag under the sink here. And in it I will put titanius crown seeds. I will allow the survivors to use that. So how did I get a tier 1 essence? Let's discuss your role. Okay. Questions. Many questions. Okay. Do that. Equip that. And then we'll tell her, hey, work here. She should plant a bunch of those plants. If we're fortunate, of course. I need to put these things back away. Yeah, sulfur goes in there too, unfortunately. Yeah, some of that stuff makes no sense why it's there. Predator of the hide, the plant fiber. Maybe those were stolen. Who knows? Alright, I put the sunflowers back over there. I have to delve mixed plants, so I can actually put... here it is. I can put these in that slot. There we go. And then we can put in the bottles, those, aromatics, and the quartz crystals too. Oh, and sliced apple potion. And then... no. Lower, there we go. Some extra flour for us. Alright. So... an artisanal loaf needs a dough and an aromatic. Lunar nectar. Right. No. I think it was the spring rolls. Yeah, the spring rolls need like whichever flour you're gonna use. We don't have oats or wheat, which is very unfortunate. So I could use that plus raw edible plants. Could use pumpkin and pumpkin and make it really kind of neat. Now, there's another thing I was looking at. Salad, spice, yeah. You could do like the 2 pumpkins. This is gonna be weird. And spice dahlia. And I make 2 salads. I'll need to have some. I actually need to see what everyone's harvesting right now. He's harvesting wheat. Plant fiber. We can change from plant fiber for a little while back to pumpkins. Oh, Tom was already harvesting pumpkins? You can harvest mushrooms. Storage. Hold on a minute. A lot of paint. Paint. Property of paint. Love that. Great. Brilliant. I don't see... Yeah, I don't see pumpkins. How slow do pumpkins generate? That's crazy. Okay. Beatrice, what are you doing? All these plant beds. You could put plants in them. Oh. Oh, is it considered building? Oh, it might be. Might be considered building. Follow me. Back over here. Then work here. Whatever. Apparently I cannot get her to do what I wish. I'm useless. Okay. Well, I'll drop out the rest of those things in here. I'll keep the other food items with me. Oh. And I think that's what we're going to call it tonight, folks. It's 8 o'clock. Time to get some sleep in, unfortunately. Yeah, 431. But it's been a blast. It was fun looking around on all of Unborn's different constructions. And hopefully, all of you get to have a great rest of your night, evening, morning, whatever you might be having, whatever nice meal you could have next. Because I'm going to be miserable for a bit, and I won't be able to eat much besides rice and broth. In the meantime, everybody, hopefully tomorrow you'll be seeing me play something completely different, and it'll probably be earlier in the day. And until then, have a good night. It's not what I wanted to do.